What's happening, everybody? Welcome to this month. What month are we in? I don't know. They all bleed together. Oh, it's September.
We're in September.
Yeah.
Ember.
September.
February.
Oh, probably should put some lights on. It's what day of the week is it? It's like a Tuesday or something. I don't even know anymore. You know, every day in time.
Yeah, it's like Tuesday. Every day it's the same. Yeah.
All right, so it's time
time
for another Typhoon Nay. This is like number 5, I think, because you've done like 2 and 3 parters. And
yeah, I know. Just talking about that, yes.
The one thing about Nay is she loves to teach, and she doesn't know, she doesn't understand the word 60 minutes.
No, I don't.
But I'm excited because
all summer.
I'm excited because this is something she has talked about for quite a while, and then finally got me into doing it about 2 months ago. And so my follow-up will be baby's first Goodwill blue box and you know, my reactions and what I did. And so this is a great way to source. If you don't know what the blue box is, you're about to learn, obviously, but this is a great way to source where you don't have to leave the comfort of your couch, which is really good during COVID time, but also anytime. If you can have stuff just show up at your door that you can work on and make money, that's pretty good. Some of us like going out, some of us don't, and some of us need some more stuff. I don't. But with that, I'm going to let Nay have the floor here.
Okay.
And
so
the floor is yours.
First of all, I'd like to say that I am wearing a blue box piece from, this is from the vintage wholesale box. And it is a vintage Lake Tahoe from the 80s. It is huge. It's a size medium, but it's like ginormous. And it's super cozy. So I am keeping this. I was going to sell it, but once I put it on, I was like, nope, it's mine. So, so this is one of my blue box items. And I am going to start now. So what is a Goodwill blue box? It is not to be confused with shopgoodwill.com. So that's an entirely different entity. They are both, of course, Goodwill companies, but Goodwill Blue Box can only be found at goodwillbluebox.com. And it's based out of the Gulfstream Goodwill region in West Palm Beach, Florida. They have new region fulfillments, and I think they might be adding more in the future, but now they are also Miami and Tennessee. But it's its own entity, and their whole philosophy was sustainable clothing concept with a mission to reduce textile exports and landfill waste. So it's environmentally friendly. And so they specialize in mystery boxes, which are fixed price boxes in different categories where you get random mystery items in that category. However, there are also pop-up sales. They have pop-up boxes, like pop-up themed boxes, blue box originals, which are like upcycled, over-dyed, stain washed, artist branded. They do collaborations with local artists and designers, and those do sell out pretty quickly. But they also have vintage and home items. The home section they call apartment, but they have those items that are also curated, and they're listed as single items. They are pricey, however, you can still find some things for resale. You have to invest a little, but they have like vintage band tour t-shirts and all kinds of stuff. Fun for, if you're buying for yourself too, of course. And you'll see at the end of the presentation that I actually found something really cool. So actually, I want to go to the site right now, Jason. I'm going to switch over to my screen. And yeah, so I want to just share the site really quick. So basically what we have here is, you can see this is the main page, and then they change up the sites often. So they restock. It's a big ticker here, 6 p.m. on Fridays. That's when they restock. So here's their clothing boxes here under new arrivals. That's pretty much what, like, all the vintage items and so forth, like the single items that you'll buy. So you can look through there. They have some really fun items. And I have bought a couple items from there. I found a boxer sweatshirt, boxer dogs, and I'll show you the other one that I found that. And then they had a pop-up book fair a couple weeks ago, Jason got some Spice Girls goodies, and I got some things for my kids, some books for my kids. So that was
my presentation.
Sorry. So that was a midnight book fair. So that was fun. But then they also have mystery boxes, which are the key. So I will talk about the strategy, but here's basically what they are. They have women's basic apparel boxes, and they have these and the men's in sizes. You'll see right now they have stock the smaller sizes do seem to linger a little bit. But they also have men's and multiple sizes of those. Jewelry repurpose box, blue box mystery purse, the Y2K and streetwear wholesale box. And I highly suggest you go to the site and click through yourself and look at some of the things that they have, but you can see the different boxes here. I have not gotten a Lego box yet. I know that unfortunately or fortunately, my kids would claim it. I would like to grab one of those for my kids though, but I won't be able to report back to you on the reselling factor on that because I have 3 boys. So, and then vintage wholesale, they have women's mixed jewelry. That's like a higher end jewelry box, and you can see the prices. And then they do add shipping, except for the vintage wholesale thrash pack that is $14.99 shipped. So you can see, and again, highly suggest you go through here and look at the site. So back to my presentation. I will go through some tips and tricks. So it is all about strategy. There's a whole strategy to the blue box. It's an art. So you have to, they do sell out extremely quickly after restock. So they restock every Friday at 6 p.m. and that's 6 p.m. Eastern. So I would suggest that you set your phone alarm, and you have to be ready at like 5:55 or sooner to pounce on the boxes. So basically think about what boxes, shop ahead, think about what boxes you want the most. Click on that box and then just keep refreshing your browser until you see that you can purchase the item when it's available at 6 p.m. Sometimes it's like 6:01, 6:02, but often by 6:05, they're sold out.
Yeah, I will say those of us not in the East Coast, it weirdly, I'm pretty good with, times, East Coast, West Coast. The first couple of weeks when I was doing it, I'm laying on the couch at like 3:10, getting ready for my little afternoon nap with my doggy and my honey. And Nate's like, "Did you get a box?" I'm like, "Oh, it's 3:00 my time. Oh, whoops." So yeah, it took me a little getting used to. So if you're not in the East Coast and you're going to do this, make sure you realize what time it is in your time zone.
Yes. So basically, so you can combine shipping on boxes. However, if you really want a box, and I will tell you which ones sell out faster, then don't add it to your cart and then shop for your other boxes to save on shipping. By the time you check out the boxes, you'll go to check out and you'll get a notice that they're sold out already. That's how fast they sell out. So, I mean, I'm talking minutes, sometimes like within a minute, they are sold out in a certain category. So what you need to do is use your phone. It's easier for me, they don't have an app, but to just use my phone and check through the express checkout. You'll see on the upper right, I have a picture of that. So you can either click PayPal or Google Pay. Do not click add to cart. So just buy the box directly and pay for it right away, and then go back and do the same with any other boxes that you want. Unfortunately, if you do try to shop and save on the shipping, they will be gone. So that's the strategy you have to use, and keep hitting refresh from 5:55 on. And then which ones sell out fastest? So any new boxes that they add. So sometimes they do specialty boxes. They just added a couple, I would say it's about a month maybe ago, they added purses, and that was like, I couldn't even get one within 20 seconds. Larger sizes sell first. Men's and women's smaller size boxes usually will linger all week, but the large, extra large, and the plus sizes are like instant sellout. So if you want those, grab those first. Purses, shoes, Y2K, vintage jackets, 10 for 10, vintage thrash boxes, denim, jewelry, band tees, and jerseys all do go very quickly. So a lot, for the most part, a lot of them do.
I know you're going to explain the vintage thrash. Are you going to explain Y2K?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So the theme boxes rotate in occasionally, like Y2K pants they had, Ralph Lauren, they had North Face hoodies one time, Those are like instant sellouts too, especially when they're limited edition boxes like that. Usually that's it, like 1 week or two. Sometimes they have them like they'll restock for another week, but if you see those specialty ones, they're gone. So the themed boxes will. And then plush boxes seem to always have plush boxes all week. Some of the kids' smaller sizes and the infant boxes, they always have. And then lately, the women's smaller boxes, they've had extra small and medium, and men's small and medium tend to stick around all week. So so those you can kind of like, go back if they still have some and shop leisurely. But the hot ones, like you've got to get on that at 6 p.m. on Friday or you miss out. So tips and tricks. So they do have a email list. So sign up, make yourself an account, register, and don't just check out as a guest. You will get the restock notices, the pop-up sale notices, new box alerts, coupons, and other information. However, do not be don't be misled, because not all the emails are things that you should get excited over. So items still sell out very quickly, even when you get emails that say our biggest restock ever. Like a couple weeks ago, they said they had the biggest jewelry restock ever. Guess what? The jewelry boxes were still sold out within like a minute. So I think sometimes too, like I think, they do send those out a lot. And I think sometimes not only are they trying to drive traffic, but I think sometimes that drives extra traffic to a certain, box. And then it ironically will sell out faster. That's my theory. So they do also have codes. If you can go back real quick. Sorry. I know I'm going too slow, but so they do have codes sometimes that they'll send, and sale notices. So you see on the bottom left there, they had $19.99 sale on basic apparel boxes. I think they were trying to get rid of the smaller sizes. I did grab a small box on that one. And then they will give you like they were slow on restocking 1 week. So they send, but most of the codes aren't good for the boxes. You have to read the fine print. A lot of the codes are only good for the single item. So it's good if you have your eye on a single item to wait for a code to come along and then grab it. And okay, so don't be discouraged if you get a bad box. So in my experience, even in the not so great boxes, there's always at least one silver lining item. There's usually a couple, like they try to put in a couple items that are supposed to be the good items of the box. So I've always made my money back and profited, even on the boxes that are the lesser boxes. So it is like a little bit like gambling, but you're always going to get your money back. So it's safe. And
did someone say gambling?
Yeah, I think that's probably why Jason likes these. So know that the next time, you might get a great box in that same category. So I have done repeat boxes in the same category. One has tanked and the next is great. Jason and I have both gotten some of the same boxes, and you'll see in his follow-up that sometimes his are different than mine. So, and it is a gamble, but of course, the unknown is the fun part. And that's what I love the most. It's like Christmas when one of my boxes comes. I'm so excited when I see it out there. So yeah, because you never know what you're going to get. So don't forget to check for the newly listed regular items. So do check the site for those. And some items are, like I said, priced for resale, but sometimes there are some great items there that can still make you profit. So don't forget about those items. Still peruse that section. There are also, so there's a lot of one-of-the-kind vintage items that you might want for yourself. So it's a great, and they're priced, like not necessarily for resale. Like I said, some you can make some money on for resale, but you can still get a great deal on something, a great vintage item for yourself or your house or your kids or whatever. And then the regular items sell too, so don't forget that. And the blue box originals, which I didn't go. I mentioned that quickly. They've had some collaboration with like local artists. I bought a couple of those shirts. They sell out very fast. They're not really priced that expensively. They're affordable. And they haven't restocked those in a while. So when they do, if you want one, jump on it right away because they'll sell out. And then, expect to be patient. That is an understatement. So one of the little caveats is that the boxes do ship FedEx, but they can be slow to ship and slow to arrive. So I know COVID is a factor to a point, but they were kind of speeding up a little bit. And then I think they just have so much volume that they're taking a while to actually fulfill the orders. It's not just like the shipping is slow, but that compounds the problem. But, so definitely expect to wait an average of a week to 10 days and sometimes even a couple of weeks. So if you order multiple boxes at once too, don't expect them all to arrive at one time. I've had boxes arrive, days, a week apart, and they also might be coming from different locations. Some might be coming from Florida, some might be coming from Tennessee. So keep that in mind. And think outside the blue box. That's another, especially on Depop. So with some of the thrash pack or the vintage items that are stained or damaged or worn, that won't matter as much. You can definitely do DIY, do it yourself, and sell and still sell them. So big on Depop is cropping, over dyeing, tie dyeing, bleaching, painting if you have some talent. I have a pile that I want to get. I did do some experiments on some over dyeing, some bleaching and tie dyeing this summer, and I'm really excited to do some of the things that I got that are damaged or whatever. So think about that. And then buy for yourself and your family. And so buy a box in your size or your kids or your spouse's size or your niece's size or whatever, in anticipation that some of the items that might not sell well as well will be still great to keep and use. So, and it's a win-win. So then it's like when Jason says that he gets free drinks by buying the mug and then buying the drink with the mug and then selling the mug for more than the drink. So yeah, it's the same kind of thing. So you get free items to keep and use when the other items in the box pay for them and a profit. So you're basically getting free items for yourself, those extra items. So, okay. So these are my case studies. So I had to add my every time I get a blue box, my dog has to investigate every time. So I had to put him in there. And so the blue box mystery purse. So, so this is one that I have to say was really surprising because the first time I got a great box and the second one, not so great. I got two of those. So, and I know my friend Lola got one and she got a really great one too. So, so it's supposed to be one purse plus one purse. It's, I'm sorry, $19.99 plus shipping, that should say. But they usually sell a main purse and then a bonus bag. So it's pretty cheap. You're getting $19.90 and shipping is like $7. So it's like $27. So I had two drastically different box experiences. So I will show you what I got in the first box. Oh, yeah. So my score for these, I'm rating these. I should have said rating, I guess, because Jason was like, scores, what are you talking about? But what I'm doing is giving each box that I got a score, a rating of my own. So I would say the first one was a 10 and the second box was a 3. And
now, is this like Dancing with the Stars where 10 is the best?
I don't know. I've never seen that show, so
I know. But 10's the best, right? So one purse was and our purse was like,
yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So
sorry. Are we showing those purses right now?
We are showing those purses right now.
So it's on yours, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So first one is I got this amazing Tory Burch canvas leather purse. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely amazing. It's here and it is phenomenal. So this was I was surprised. So it sold on eBay. There is a catch to my sale though. So I got some offers on Posh first. $80, $89. I did turn down those because I wanted to get at least 100 and I knew I would. Got an offer on eBay about 4 days ago for $100. She hasn't paid. The UPI is open. She messaged me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the money. Can I pay?" And, gave me the details of her financial woes. And it will probably end up writing out the UPI and getting relisted again. I'm pretty bummed about that, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll get more for it, more than 100, but it did sell for 100 with an asterisk that she didn't pay. So that was the first box. Okay, and then
So basically, bottom line is you spent 27, and you declined offers of like 80 and 85.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I knew I
so
could
that's
get it
going to
at
be
least
a good
100.
return when it finally works out.
Mhm. Exactly. And if she does pay, I'm happy to get the 100. But so then also included in there was this was the bonus. This is listed live, and I have gotten some lowball offers of like 30 and 40, and I've turned those down. But this is also Tory Burch, and it is a gorgeous oxblood leather like a clutch, or it's a wallet, but it's amazing. Absolutely, I was just floored. So this one will bring me, I would say I will get at least 50 for this. That's why I turned down the 30 and the 40, or I countered. And so I have no problem with letting it sit on Poshmark and eBay until the right buyer comes along, and they will. Okay, fast forward to my second box. I'm all excited. I got these two amazing Tory Burch bags, right? Open the second box. And it's this lovely JC Penney new with tags Liz Claiborne Essentials bag, which I have up for $22 on eBay right now. And I will be lucky. If I get an offer for 15, I will be very excited. So, like night and day, and jcpenney.com, you can see they're totally in a different ballpark than Tory Burch. And the bonus bag was actually better than the first bag. It was this little small Tignanello crossbody bag. And that's a decent brand. It doesn't sell as well as it used to, but I will take an offer of 20 or higher for this one. So still, I'll make a profit. It'll be slower sales, but nothing like the Tory Burch. So you can see night and day difference there. And so that's why I say, it really is a gamble. So next time I might get, and my friend Lola got a bag, and it was this Coach bag that's worth like $150. It's like a leather, like nice, one of the really nice Coaches. So you never know. Okay, so the jewelry repurpose box. So I did get a box before I knew I was going to do this webinar, like a long time ago. And so I didn't take any pictures or anything, but I can tell you about it, that it was pretty decent. It's 5 pounds of jewelry for $29.99 plus shipping. So it's like, and then, so I purchased it, and I really was going to I knew I was probably going to keep a lot. And I do, in my spare time, I did make beaded necklaces and jewelry back in the day. And I would like to get back into that. Good box to do so if you're interested. So it's a lot of costume jewelry. You're not going to get although there were a couple sterling pieces and all, some broken necklaces, loose beads, a lot of single earrings. So it is definitely great for crafting and repurposing. However, I did have some, ended up keeping it. And there were some funky and cool pieces that I wear that I like, personally. Nothing that I would make a lot on necessarily, but you never know. I think it's like the jewelry jars at Goodwill. You never know. I would assume that if I got another one or a couple more, I might find something. I know Lola had a couple pieces that were worth, not like a lot, but $30, $40 maybe. So you never know what you're going to get. And they do have another higher end jewelry box that's, I think it's $50. You get less pieces, but it's more curated. So I am interested in that, but I can't get my hands on one because they sell out like instantly. So my score of that would be a 7 because it was decent, but it wasn't, I didn't resell it, but I want to do another one if I can ever get my hands on one. And the basic apparel box. So this is the one that I have the most experience with, just because I sell, my niche, as you know, is fashion and women's clothing. And so I have gotten a lot of these. So I can tell you a lot about these, but I've experimented with other boxes too. So here's my take on these. So it's 10 to 12 items, $24.99 plus 7-ish shipping. And so, it's not that expensive if you break it down. So I purchased several of these, and the results vary from amazing to nah to ugh. But even on the UGG boxes, I've been able to make my money back and make a profit. So you're never going to lose out. And it is a total gamble. And I think it also has to do with where it comes from. I think the Florida boxes are better than the Tennessee boxes, but I can't put my money on that because I haven't gotten more, enough of each location yet, because Tennessee is new. Never lost money on the boxes. And so the amazing does make up for the meh and the ugh. And the fun is definitely in the gamble. So I would rate these boxes. My score is a 8.5 because some of them are like, there's just a lot of, kind of lower end brands, and things that, like St. John's Bay and stuff like that, Liz Claiborne, like not the vintage, but the newer stuff. It's just, but if you lot it all together, you're getting the same size. You can make lots. You can, if you're buying the size for yourself, you might not care if it's one of those brands. And so I think they're great, overall. So, and then, so the brands range widely, and they're bread and butter for the most part, but so usually there's some new with tag items, but not always. I had one box that had like 5 new with tag items, and then recently I had a box that had none. So you really don't know what you're gonna get. So, and I've had a rash, like I just said about the St. John's Bay. Oh, the petite sizes too. That's another thing. I wish they would just do a petite box, but I don't know if it would sell as much. But like I'll get a women's extra large or large box, like all excited that I got my hands on one. And then it'll be like all these petites, like large petite, extra large petite. And I'm like, because the petites don't sell as well, but I can still turn them around and Posh because they do have a petite following. But so I did pick up a box for $19.99 a couple weeks ago when they were running a sale, and it turned out to be a not so great box. So I don't know if they were just trying to liquidate some of the boxes or if I just got the bottom of the barrel, or if it was just luck of the draw. So, okay, funny enough, on my channel, on my YouTube channel, Nalo's Thrift Talk, just this last Friday, we just did a whole episode on bread and butter. So basically, I would definitely tune into that. It's brands that are plentiful and sell steady, but don't necessarily make you a big profit. So you have to sell them in volume to really make the money.
What's a couple examples?
Oh, I would say Ann Taylor, Loft, Banana Republic, Old Navy, those a lot of mall brands. So watch my episode though. So it tells you more. So I still will definitely keep buying these boxes though, because even the bad boxes are a profit and the better boxes always make up for them. And it all evens out for $24.99 plus shipping. And it's definitely worth the gamble. So that's my takeaway. And so, okay, so the coveted plus size box. So plus sizes sell out the fastest, as I mentioned. I did manage to get a 1X box that was fantastic recently. And then I got a 2X box that wasn't so great. So I definitely will get my money back and make a profit on the not so great box, because one thing with plus sizes is that the brands don't matter as much with the plus sizes. So, but I did get like a lot of plain items too, and plus size women want to be cute too. So this was in the 2X box. This is one of the only like really good items. I was hoping more like Torrid and Lane Bryant items. It was all like more like Walmart and JCPenney and stuff, those kind of brands. But I did get this one jacket, which will definitely, make my money back. So, and then here is what I had in the 2. These are some of the items that were in the 2X. You can see Exhilaration is like a Target brand. Derek Hart is a very cheap brand. Style & Co. is Macy's house brand. And that would be good if it wasn't, but it was just a plain t-shirt. So it wasn't anything exciting. A lot of Liz Claiborne. But again, plus size, so they'll still sell, So, but nothing like, there wasn't anything new with tags, no fantastic prints or anything. It was just kind of like, yeah, But, and then the basic apparel box that I got that was a 1X or extra large was fantastic. I had so many new tag items. That's the whole layout there on my kitchen floor. But I did keep a few of the extra large t-shirts, just because I like to wear them around the house and all, and they're super comfy. So they were Old Navy brands, and I probably could have lotted them together, but I kept them. And you can see those dress barn pants. You know, the dress brand, house brand is Rosin Alley. That was their brand. And so they were new with tags. There was Lane Bryant, there was New York and Company, and it was a cute cardigan. And a New Day is Target's house brand. Maeve Anthropology, there was an Anthro with new with tags in there. And there was also this gorgeous J. Jill sweater that had the $89 price tag on it. Perfect for this time of year. So yeah. So I know that Ginny is so right. Yeah. Retail, I can't pay retail anymore. So yeah, so that was a great box. That box will I will triple, quadruple my what I paid for that box. So and then this was another box that I got. I think this was a combo of a small and a medium box here. You can see though, this was one of the ones that was because I got so many of those little booty shorts, and they were American Eagle, Loft. But the good thing is, Old Navy. The good thing is throwing those brands in your Poshmark closet will bring in the buyers because those are the popular brands. So you want those in your Poshmark closet. So I'm happy to take them. Lucky brand, Loft. That was an outlet Loft though. So, that might be why it didn't make the cut. So, and then in Macy's is INC. So, they're, but still bread and butter. And then these are some more of the items I got. You can see there's a petite there. There's another petite, the Talbot. And then in the middle, they threw in this iHeartRadio jingle ball, which is an event that happens local to me, oddly. And it's this concert that happens every year. So that I'm putting on to pop. So you get these, weird things in the middle. So you never know. And then again, these are some of the other, again, with the petites. Those are Worthington, which is a Sears or JCPenney brand, but it's JCPenney. I'm sorry, but they're new with tags, but they're JCPenney and they're petite, so it's going to be a tougher sell. But they're on the left. That's like a thermal brand, and I looked that brand up, and it's actually worth $40 or so. So there were some decent things in there. So, and then I got in this other box, brand new with tags, Gap sweater, North Face. There was a size 14 tall pair of jeans that. We're Old Navy, but the size will sell them a Calvin Klein wrap dress, Old Navy. And then you can see there was a J. Jill skirt that was $69, new with tags. So I will it's a no brainer to buy these boxes. And then the men's basic apparel boxes. I have gotten one. When I got the men's apparel, again, it was before I knew I was going to do this webinar. So I didn't take all the pictures and stuff. And a lot of the stuff is long sold, but, it was decent. It's basically the same applies that I just talked about for the women. So same price as the women's box, and the brands range widely, but again, mostly bread and butter, a mix of new as tags and pre-owned items. And Jason will be sharing something about a men's apparel box possibly in the future. So, and then my score of those are 7. Probably, more so because I haven't bought as many of them, and I'm not men's clothing isn't my thing, but it doesn't matter. I would still say about a 7 because there's I don't know. I found there was more used than in the women's, it seemed, but then again, I haven't gotten a lot of boxes, so I don't know for sure. So we'll see what Jason says. And then the kids, I score these a 10, and I'll tell you why. So thank you. So 10 to 12 items, $19.99 plus 7-ish shipping. Now they're running a $14.99 sale on those. And again, the smaller sizes sell out. The larger sizes sell out faster than the smaller sizes. My boys are medium, large, and extra large, and I have trouble getting my hands on those size boxes. So, and the girls seem to be more. They seem to have more in stock because I do notice that the girls' boxes in the larger sizes linger longer than the boys for some. So they must have more plentiful stock of the girls' boxes. So I have noticed that. And so, yeah, difficult to get the larger sizes. So I have, what I do is I sell what my boys don't like, and they've always gotten several items they like and a few I can sell. So it's a win-win again, you know, where I'm basically getting paid to get my kids free clothes. So, you know, so it's, yeah. So if you have kids or grandkids, it's a really great idea to get them in their gender and size. And then when they outgrow them or whatever they don't like, you can sell. So, and you can lot the items. If you don't have kids in your life, since they are the same size and gender, you can lot up the items. So, and you know, kids lots do great on all platforms. So that's a great, you know, that would be a great idea for that. So I would give them a 10 because of the fact, well, I have kids, so but because of the, you know, the lot factor, and there's so many great brands and new tag items. And, you know, I think kids' clothes donations are more plentiful. So, you know, they probably have a lot more to choose from. And these are some of the items I got recently that I'm selling that my kids rejected. So there's a Gap denim jacket, which I think is actually girls. That was in the boys because it's kind of cropped and all. So every once in a while, I'll get a girls item in the boys, and I'll just sell it, you know, because they mess up sometimes. Those jeans are like husky, size 12 husky, they call it, you know, and my boys are not husky. So, but anyway, and they just poo-pooed those shorts, but I'll still get, you know, maybe 10, 12 bucks or so, and I might get like 15 for the denim jacket. So, top brands for kids clothes. I would say, you know, the brands like, there's a lot of girls dresses that do well, but Gap, Gymboree, Children's Place, all those brands do fine. But I think all the popular mall brands are, you know, and then these are some of the ones that my kids got that they like. So my kids are really into Hollister too. Under Armour, Nike, Ralph Lauren, and you can see Old Navy. So these are some of that's just one of the boxes that I got for my boys. It's just kind of, that was a combo of 2 boxes actually. So yeah, that's true. That is true. And there's a lot of people that would appreciate donations. So there's my son, Jason would like that. That was a Packers Under Armour shirt that came in the one box that my son is modeling there. So yeah, probably one of the only kids' clothes items that he would actually approve of.
If you do that same shirt in 3XL big boys, send it over.
Yeah, this is a size 8 kid. So anyway, so the mystery plush box. So I will have to say that my experience with the plush box was, so 10 pounds of plush for $19.99 plus shipping. Okay. I've only gotten one box though. So my box mostly had low end brands. Like I'm talking about like the Kohl's Cares. They sell them at Kohl's for $5. I had one, like a Walgreens one. There were a couple that even had like dollar store tags on them. So, but there were some other brands too. But what I got, what I looked up, like the top price that I probably get for anything is about $20, but most of them are like around 10 or so. So they're not really worth my time to resell, but my kids did great. They are happy. So it was a win in that way. And stay tuned for Jason's input. Did he do better than Nay? We will see. And so my score is a 9 for my kids and my dogs. My dog did get a couple toys too, that plush that, you know, I gave him. So I would say 9 for the kids and the dog because they were happy. A 3.5 on my box for resale because there's really not, I might try to resell a couple of them, but I'm not going to get much.
And then here's my tease for next week's.
Yes.
At first glance, I thought I had the same 3.5 that Nay had. And then they went, no. So I'll just leave it there. But yeah, when I went back through that box, it's a good box. Like there's good money there. And I was like, yeah, I will make good profit on my box.
You will make good profit.
Yeah. So I'll be sharing that next week. Goodbye.
So, and keep in mind that the plush boxes do linger all week. So I will be trying another one at some point. I just haven't gotten another one yet. But so the top left one is, he actually squeaks. That's the one that I will put a video and list. And then there were like this emoji pillow that you can get at like Five Below. That narwhal on the right is Walgreens brand. The Santa monkey on the bottom left, I might try to sell him. The bottom right, that one is like a toddler toy. It does light up, but this particular one is kind of beat, and they sell. I might get like maybe 15 pushing it on to resell it, but because there's a lot of them listed. And then the middle is the pièce de résistance of the box is my No Boys pillow that I proudly have on my bed, and so that's mine. It was like probably the funniest item that I've gotten so far. So yeah, not to resell, but it's kind of like a good thing that makes me chuckle. So I've just kept it. It's kind of cozy. So this is the other thing that my one son, the one that I might have been able to sell was the Minecraft pig in the middle there, if you can see it small. But my son loves Minecraft, so that was like I didn't even bother to try to sell that because I knew he was going to take that. That was the Walgreens narwhal on the right. My son claimed that, and this dandy collector's choice bear might sell for about $20. Yeah. Ginny's right. The Talk and Learn. Yeah, they don't sell for much. I think because there's so many listed that I will probably resell it though because my kids just aren't on that level anymore. So okay, mystery jacket box. So what you get is $39.99, and you get 4 jackets plus shipping. So pretty good deal. And they do have some really popular brands. Sells out pretty much immediately. I was really lucky to get one. So. And this is what I got. Yeah, I give that a 9.5 on the NAE score scale. So, okay, so this is one of them that I got. This is, it's really cool, actually. It's like, it's new old stock, 90s, perfect Depop piece, perfect for Depop. And you can see there, the tags are on it. Unfortunately, it does have some, I didn't want to say dry rot in my listing. I said aged, wear from shelf wear. But the ribbon part on the ribbon trim has shredded over time. So that's the only bummer. But otherwise, it's in great shape, and somebody will still buy that on Depop. So I have that up for $125. Not sure if I'll get that. It is an extra large. But, I'm hoping. I am hoping that I will. And if you can go back to the presentation, because the others I'm just going to show in the presentation. So on the left, that's a women's vintage 80s ski jacket. So I will probably, it does have some stains on it, but still, Depop, I'll probably get a good, at least 30 to 40 up for it. On the right there is a Columbia sportswear jacket for men, and that is it's a large, nice and insulated, has some discoloration on the back. But I think I have it up for about $50, $59.99 or something on eBay. So I'm expecting to get, about 50, hopefully 40 to 50. And then on the left, I do have quite a bit of interest in this one on Poshmark. It is a women's Burton jacket, snowboard jacket, and it's an extra small, but that's fine for Poshmark. And I'm hoping to get, like 60-ish for it. So we'll see. I've gotten a couple lowball offers, and I have a lot of likers on it.
It's a badass jacket.
Which one on the right?
The Burton, yeah.
Oh, the Burton one on the left?
Oh, yeah, sorry, left. Yeah, I mean, the right's good too, but yeah, that Burton snowboard jacket is excellent.
Yeah, I can... I was going to try to pull it up, but anyway, yeah, it's a great jacket. It's got, it's like insulated, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So would you put that up for more than I have it up for, Jason?
No, only because it is extra small. Although when you watch the X Games, a lot of the girl snowboarders are really oddly tiny.
A lot of the Poshmark shoppers are oddly tiny too.
And so yeah. But if it was a bigger size, I go a little higher. But no, I like that price. I
think I have it. Yeah, $69.99 or something. I think that's what I am. So anyway, repurposed shoe box. Oh gosh, I love these boxes. These are. I wish I could get. I keep missing out on them every week. So you get 5 pairs for $29.99 plus $10 shipping. So it's about $40 for every box. Has been unbelievably amazing. So it's listed as repurposed, but I've had a lot of new and nearly new quality shoes, and dirty shoes are so easy to clean up. Watch my shoe webinar on Secret Beach, and also on my Nalo's Thrift Talk channel. I do have some a whole shoe episode there too that I talk about cleaning up shoes, and so I give this a 10 plus. If there was more than a 10, I would give the shoe boxes more than a 10. These are some of the ones that I've gotten recently. You can see Roxy, new tags, men's New Balance, women's, those are North Face winter boots. Those ones on the left there, those Nikes are women's 10 that are or men's 8, I guess, that fit my big foot, and I have to keep those. So, but they would go for a lot. And then there's Allen Edmonds on the right. That's a men's dress shoe brand. And these are some of the ones that I've actually sold all of those except for the Sperry Topsiders, which those are men's cycling shoes, Bob's, Skechers. They didn't sell for a lot, but still. And then the bottom left were kids' shoes. My kids poo-pooed them because, so I sold them for like $30. So, and then.
So basically, you sold one pair of shoes for what the whole box cost you, so the rest would be pure profit.
Yeah. Actually, I want to grab something real quick, Jason. If you can talk for 1 second.
Could I talk? I suppose. Yeah. So I'm excited to share next week. So what we're going to do is I shot video of all the unboxing, and so the first part is going to be the video of the unboxing, and then how are my sales, and then we're also going to go over in more detail what items should go on what platforms. That's be what I'm going to talk about next week.
Yeah. So, and at the end, I'll go through some of my solds at the end, because I do have shoes mixed in for but these were in one of the boxes. It's the brand. It's a Canadian brand. It's like, I forget what they are. Yeah, they're made in Canada, and they're insulated, and they're women's 10. And so I have to keep these, but I looked these up. And I'd probably get like $80 for these, but I have to keep them because they fit me so well. So, but that was another one that I got. So these are some of the ones that I've gotten, and I've sold most of these. The middle top were Ellie Tahari, which is a great brand. They were brand new. I sold the bottom left Clarks for like $30. The top left. Those top left Tory Burch ones went for, I think I sold them for like $60. So, and then on the bottom right, those Skechers I sold for $15 only plus shipping, but Skechers are kind of a hard sell. But those were pretty dirty, and I cleaned them up really well. So, yeah, so really great box there. And then this box was phenomenal. Just shipped out the top, those blue ones on the right. They were just 9 West, sold for $30. Those sneakers in the middle there sold for like 70, top left 60 something, and the bottom left I'll leave for the end to show you what they sold for, because you'll be floored. Those were Brothies, which is a Holy Grail brand. Top right, those men's those are tennis shoes, tennis shoes, like made for tennis, not just called tennis. New Balance, those are like brand new. I should be able to get like $50 for those. The Roxy's are really tiny. They're like a 5. I don't know who has size 5 feet except for children. So, but they might still, eventually they'll still sell. Wrong season. Top left was the Allen Edmonds, and then those bottom left, I keep getting like offers for like 50 and countering, because I think I can get like 70 for those. Those are North Face women's snow boots. So I'm going to hold out. And 10 for 10 women's and men's boxes. So I will say, 10 pieces of clothing that didn't quite make the cutting room floor is what they say, for $10. So you get it. It's $14.99 shipped. Okay. So every box has been amazing. I'm like floored. To me, they've been better than the regular clothing boxes. Maybe that's just what I've gotten, but they've been fantastic. So, and then many items are new tags. They're still great brands like Lily Pulitzer. Yeah, Liz Rothy's is right. I'll show you what I sold them for at the end. So overall, very good quality. A couple minor spots that I have been able to remove. So OxyClean is your friend. And you need to know the tip, how to get, and then you can upcycle things that sometimes I'll find something with a little hole or something. I usually disclose it. I haven't found anything that's like a deal breaker, really. Minor washwear, but they've been great. The sun is like, okay. So yeah, I would give those boxes a 10 for sure. And so keep going. Jason? Okay. So this is one of them. So you can see like the brands are kind of like, there's like some Forever 21. That dress on the left is New Tags. It reminds me of a quinceañera dress, but I think it's like a size 14. So it is, it's like a prom kind of evening dress. I haven't listed that one yet, but I think I'll be able to do okay on it. It's not like a well-known brand, but still there's Nike in there, there's Chico's in there, there's Ann Taylor. So a lot of, again, bread and butter. That there's Old Navy, Talbot's, again, but still, like, for all those items for that price, that's pretty good. And then this was kind of interesting. This was in one of the men's boxes. So on the left is John Cena. That shirt won't go for that much, but it was interesting. On the top left, I originally said to Jason, what grown man would wear that? And he was like, I would if it was in my size. So yeah, exactly. And then this was see, you never know what you're going to get. So this on the right, that shirt it's called Jafari, and I looked it up. It is a South African streetwear brand. So, and it's vintage too. So really cool. So I have that up pretty high I think I have it listed on Depop right now. So you never know what you're going to get. And those are some of the items that I got. Chico's, and that's that dress there that I have to list. And then, okay, so this was the last one of the most recent ones I've gotten. So you'll see like a lot of H&M. There was only one, St. John's Bay, White House Black Market, JM collection. Like that's a kind of a lower, but still like it was a cute print. So, but this, again, there was like a great item in there. This is a vintage. The brand is In Transit, New York, made in USA. So when you see made, shade, I can't take the sun. So when you see made in USA, you know that it's going to be a great item, and it's 100% leather. Gorgeous leather skirt there, vintage leather skirt. So I don't know what I'm going to put that up yet. I haven't listed it yet, but amazing. And here's my men's box. You can see there's New Tags, there's Land's End, there's pure wool with the wool mark there. Tommy Hilfiger, brand new dress shirt. So great stuff there too. So, and then Y2K and vintage wholesale. So honestly, like I found the quality and the type of garments in them to be very similar. So a lot of tees and sweatshirts, some vintage track pants, and comparable though. So the Y2K is basically around the year 2000 is considered vintage now, especially to the Gen Zers who are really heavy into Depop right now. So you will find those buyers for that market. And so I wish the vintage was a little more assorted. So a lot of the vintage was like Y2K too, but there were some 80s and 90s too in the vintage, and it was more varied. Like I would say that the Y2K was mostly just t-shirts and sweatshirts and a lot of t-shirts, but the vintage was like track pants and tees, sweatshirts, like jackets, a lot of different items. So you only get 10 items in the vintage, and they're both boxes are 50. But I think the vintage is a little more curated, whereas the wholesale Y2K, you're kind of getting like luck of the draw more so. But I like both boxes equally, and I would give them both a 10. So these were awesome. These were in the vintage box. So cool. So those will be going on Depop. And these are some of the items that were in both, I think, in the vintage and the Y2K, they're kind of very, sometimes they'll throw in a hat or something. So that's kind of cool. And then these are I sold the Redskins shirt for like $40. So that was pretty good. And you know, there's an example on the right of what you get. That Slazenger. That's a really cool 80s sweatshirt. So that will be going on. I think I have it listed on Depop already. You know, so you can see like the kind of the variety of items that you get. So. And I would give, yeah, so then denim mystery boxes have been wonderful for me. So you get 10 to 12 pieces for $19.99 plus shipping. So far, it's been my second to the shoe boxes. It's been my steadiest seller. So there's various brands. Overall, it's very good quality. So they did change it. It was originally the repurposed denim box, and I noticed that now it's called the denim mystery box. So, and from the beginning, I really like. I've only gotten like a couple flaw, and when it's denim, if it's flawed, you know, it's not as big of a deal. So, I've had, you know, I've sold most of my last denim box. I've sold almost every piece for between 15 to 40. So range there, average about 20 to 25 a piece. So I give that a 10. And then these are some of the items I got. I just sold those embroidered jeans this past week. You know, a lot of, again, like Levi's, Hollister, Express, Denizen is Levi's. You know, not your daughter's jeans. You know, a lot of and then there was like one little mini, like junior's mini skirt, but different boxes you'll see that sometimes you know, they're not so great. So, and okay, so the vintage wholesale thrash pack. So this is supposed to be like really, really beat items, and I was kind of skeptical, but I was like, oh, I'll take a gamble, and I was really pleasantly surprised. So it's $14.99 shipped. The items did have some wear, but the wear on these type of items is more forgivable, and you can upcycle on Depop. And you know, a few of them were really had holes or stains, but I can get a lot of stains out. And again, upcycle. It should say upcycle. I don't know why it says epicycle. Kept correcting that, and it kept going back. Okay.
I was like, am I about to learn a new word? What is epicycle?
I kept fixing it in my presentation. Auto correcting it to that word. So
new terms.
Upcycle is the word. So I have a video here. Okay. So yeah, I would give that a 10, like hands down. For $15, it was so worth it.
Okay, so I just got my vintage trash pack from Goodwill box. Here is what I have. This is Budweiser vintage.
Already sold that one for $27 plus shipping.
Just kind of faded. I don't do mornings, night shirt. It's got some stains on it that I might be able to get out. Ralph Lauren, very tiny sweater. Supposed to be a small, but I think it's shrunk. And it's got a stain, which I might be able to get out. Harley Davidson shirt's kind of beat up, but I might be able to get some stain out the fading. I can't say anything about. Mortal Kombat Jason style with the sleeves cut off. Be My Valentine Dr. Seuss. This has got some stains and holes, so this one might be not sellable, which is a shame. But this one was a DIY crop top, $19.90 on it. So this one I can sell on Depop. I don't see any stains on it. This one is pretty beat up with stains and bleach spots. However, I might be able to do some bleach over dyeing on this. Not quite sure. This one is hockey. Looks like it might fit one of my boys. It's pretty beat, but I think I might just save it for that. Timberland. This one's really faded. This Delray Beach Florida shirt has a lot of stains on it, but it is white, so I might be able to get that out with OxyClean. Same thing with this wool sweatshirt. It's got some big yellow stains on it. And then this one looks like it was a fraternity or something. No real big stains or anything. I don't know. It's definitely vintage. So somebody might want that on Depop. And the ultimate thing in the box were these Kuja jeans shorts. They're huge. I think they're like a 48 waist. And they might do kind of well, actually. So I don't really see anything wrong with them, unless I haven't noticed a broken zipper or something. So not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces. So pretty good. They said that they were going to be beat up, so I'm not disappointed or anything, but I can work with a lot of these. So we'll see how I do. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That was a vertical video.
He was so mad at me. Yes, I knew
When I said, "Hey, it was about your vertical video," she goes, "I was in a rush." I'm like, "Yeah, because it takes so much time."
I knew he was gonna, and it was the only video I shot, so I had to use it. I was like,
For a graphic design artist, you
I know.
you know. Oh, God. Too funny.
But the content was good, I think. So okay, so then at the we're towards the end here. So specialty pop-up boxes. So they do have those periodically. Here's one that they had that was a Harley Davidson women's top set that was 4 pieces. So they had that. They had and they've had some other ones. And so yeah, so look for them in your emails. That's why you want to be subscribed to that email list. And there have been Y2K bottoms, like they had like 5 pieces of Y2K pants you get. Ralph Lauren box. They had a North Face hoodie box. They can get really specific. So, and one of the ones that they put as a pop-up that's lasted is the band box. So it's like $175, but you get a lot of band tees. So, thank you, Christy. Well, you know what? There's a lot of money to be made and it's all in clothes. So I hope you like it more. So this is my personal vintage blue box holy grail item. I graduated from South Brunswick High School in New Jersey. How random is that? This was in Florida. I don't know.
Were you a twirler?
What's that?
Were you a twirler?
I didn't have twirling when I graduated. This is way before my time, 1981. I was, still like in diapers, but yeah, this is so this is from my hometown. Like, what are the odds? So I waited until I got that code. I had my eyes on it. I don't know. I just had to have it for the nostalgia. Might sell it on my local marketplace because I did move back to my hometown. So I would imagine that somebody might want it, but it's such an awesome jacket. So I waited till I got that code and I got a discount. I think it was like 25% off. Was $39.99, but I got the discount and such an awesome, like unique vintage piece that is personal to my specific hometown and where I graduated from high school. How random is that? So definitely check. And then the pop-up midnight book fair. So this was another thing that I did. Now Jason will talk about some of the more specialty items that because I was like, midnight book fair, you gotta, and I told, so he did order some things. I got now they do still have a lot of the books. A lot of the other items sold out quickly, but they have a lot of the books. I think they're kind of keeping those around now. So these are 2 of the book packs that I got. They're kids to young adult books mostly. So you get 5 books for $6.99, and I usually will order one and just throw it into one of my other boxes, so I don't even pay shipping on it. So they combine it, and I would give them a 10 because my kids are thrilled. And between my 3 boys, they've all liked some of the books, and it's kind of like they're all kind of throwback books, like give you that like 90s nostalgia kind of thing from the book fair. So pretty cool. And then for further information on blue boxes, and I am going to show some of my solds at the end here, but for further information, subscribe to Nalo's Thrift Talk on YouTube. So we've done a few. So you'll see my entire Y2K and vintage boxes, not in that haul. So if you want to see more of what I got, you can watch that haul. I was having some technical difficulties. So it's a little grainy, but you can get the point. But anyway, we've done other blue box unboxing. We've talked a lot about blue boxes. So if you want more information and you want to see some more blue box unboxing, subscribe to my channel. And definitely, go through our past videos. There's a lot of them. And then last final thing, Jason.
Yeah, we'll make that the final thing. Show us your scores.
Then okay. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be 2 hours. So
All right, Dora, get your scores. Come on.
okay, so here we go. So okay, so these I just sold for, you saw those in there. I just sold these for $29.99 plus shipping. They just shipped those. So yeah, so that was this was like the best of the one box that I had. Armani Exchange is kind of like the lowest brand of Armani. It's not it's usually polyester made in China, not like, it's definitely different from the actual Armani. I took an offer of this for 25 actually. So that paid for the box. This was one of like the worst boxes that I got. That was like the best item, but still, not bad. It sold pretty quickly, and I was happy with that. These are from the denim box. I sold these for $40 plus shipping. They were plus size. I had a lot of plus size jeans in that. So, so it wasn't the brand that sold them, but the size, they were size 18. So, and boot cut is back in. So this, I was really surprised. Had a hole in it. You can see the hole in the back there. Sold for $27 plus shipping. Somebody had to have this beat faded holy 1996 Budweiser t-shirt. So that paid for my whole box. So and some, because that was the thrash pack. That was $14.99 shipped. So these were in these were in the denim box. Were they in the, no, I'm sorry. They were in one of the women's boxes. Yeah, they sold for, I think I took, $15.29, whatever. So not bad. It was unexpected. I was not expecting that brand to. These sold for, I took a best offer. I did take a best offer of 15 plus shipping. They did pay the full shipping price. Skechers, I have trouble selling more. And I was just kind of feeling like taking the offer that day. But I did clean them up well. Maybe I would have been able to get 20, but not bad. Nike, these sold for $59.99 plus shipping. They were in great condition, and I was really happy with that. They were women's size 8.5. These sold for $75 plus shipping. They're men's cycling shoes. They sold really well. So they were in one of the boxes. So these were in one of the denim boxes, 21. I had put my store on sale, so they sold for 21, 24. This was a Miami Dolphins that came in one of the women's blue boxes, and it sold for 25. I think it took an offer of 25 plus shipping. And then these I cleaned up really well. If you saw that in the first, they were really beat. I sold them for, I didn't sell them for 95, but I sold them for close to that. I think it was $70, $80 maybe. But I mean, really, and it was all because I cleaned them. I soaked the laces in Oxy. I put them right in the washing machine and air dried them with OxyClean, and they were, I mean, they looked really beat, but I knew that they weren't actually. It was just all dirt. So they came out like new. Rothy's. These sold, I did not for $199, but I took a best offer of $165, and they did go shipping. They did ship to Germany. It wasn't actually free shipping, but they shipped to Germany. Yeah, those were in one of the boxes. $165. I mean, really. So, and then if you look, I just want to show you my Poshmark closet here. I put to the front a lot of the blue box items just so that you can see them. Put this up not for sale because I intend to relist it here once my UPI runs out, if it does. But these are some of the blue box items that I've gotten recently that I have up for sale. So you can see this was in one of the 10 for 10 boxes, this Lane Bryant jacket, gorgeous jacket. And there's nothing wrong with it. I have that up for $59, and I expect to get, 40 to 50 for it. So, I mean, really, that was in one of the 10 for 10 boxes. And then I've gotten a couple Boleros were in one of the boxes. They were brand new with tags, and they're a higher end and tailor, and because they're silk and Italian yarn, so when you have newer tags, and even on some of the lower end brands, you can put that up. This is a really cute top that I had in one of them. I have that up for $32. It is a petite, but it's new with tags, and crochet is in right now. So, you can see I've gotten so many great. So these are some of the items that I currently have. but you can see the gamut of brands that some of them are lower end, but still, you know, I will take it for, these are all blue box items. Oh, here's the Burton. Here's that Burton jacket. I have it up for 80. I was wrong on the price. So yeah, I have it up for 80. And I have gotten some, I think I got an offer for like 40 on it, but it is a nice jacket. So I think I'm going to leave it up at that price. And you can see these are some of the other ones that I've gotten, you know, just going through. That was a Michael. This was actually from the large, the men's box that I got. And it was a Michael Kors, basically new without tag shirt. These are those North Face boots. Chico's brand new with tags. You can just see like great. This was in one of the earlier boxes I got. Jansen new with tags swim dress. So I mean, all this will sell eventually. You know, some of it's going to take a little longer than other items, but it all will sell. All of it will definitely go. So all of this was blue boxes. These are those Ellie Tahari. And now the season's a little off for these, but I have them up for $79. This was an Adriana Papel dress that came in one of the small boxes. I have it up for $72. So, oh, and this was gorgeous. This was in one of the 10 for 10 boxes. This is a gorgeous dress. I have it up for $150. I don't realistically expect to get that much for it, but I will. You know, I'm hoping to get, you know, upwards of 80 to 100 for it. So really not bad. Okay. So some of my sales on Poshmark. So I sold this Michael Kors lace up dress, new with tags. $25. Michael Kors is the actual, lower end brand, but, you know, still not bad. So I will take it. And then, these Diane Gilman, these were the embroidered. They were really cute. I sold those for $28. Super cute. They were so pretty and they were plus size. So the brand wasn't great, but that's an example of one where the brand doesn't matter because, you know, the style will sell. So that was in one of the denim boxes.
Did you adjust that?
Yeah. No, I can't see. I have one monitor.
She said you couldn't wait for the Typhoon to be over. She just ordered a couple of the 10 for 10 boxes.
Oh,
you got her so excited.
Oh my gosh. They still have, I think they have some men's ones left. Was it men's that's available? These were surprising. Kim Kardashian denim sold almost instantly. I sold these for $25. She paid full price, which never happens on Poshmark. They were size 14, but I mean, really, they were in the denim box. So, and then this was, these were in one of them, $20 I sold these for. They were size 0. They were in like, I got an extra, it was an extra smaller. I think these were in the 10 for 10. $20 I sold them for. I mean, really, I'll take it. So you can see I am not in-person thrifting now because of COVID, because I am high risk and I take care of my parents. So, trying to see what else here. Oh, these were Universal Thread. This is a Target brand. And I sold these for $13 plus shipping. You know, I mean, not a big sale, but it's a low end Target brand. They were in the denim box. So, you know, all the denim has sold so well. So, you know, definitely. Here's one that this was in Old Navy new at tags. Sold it for $16, you know, so I will take it. So most of my sourcing lately has been from the blue boxes because I am not in-person thrifting still, even though my thrift stores are open. This is my Depop shop, and you can see the items that I have there. This is this adorable one that I got. This crop top will definitely sell on Depop. I have it listed for $40 and have it listed for that because I don't doubt that I might, you know, has a little tiny hole there, but that is not a deal breaker when it is single stitch. It's just so cute. And it was a DIY crop top. Somebody cropped that. Has the date 1990 on it. That is the exact type of thing that you want for Depop. And that was in the vintage thrash pack. So that is key of what, you know, that's exactly what you want. Here's this one that I showed you guys that came in the vintage thrash pack. This is amazing, even though it's got a stain on it, and the stain it faded a little bit. I did hit it up with some OxyClean. Some of the other stains came out. This just faded, but I just disclosed it, and you know what? Somebody's still going to buy it because they're not going to care. I have a video of it there, so that was an amazing for that, $14.99 box. And let's see what else is here from. I have a couple solds here from. It is. Where's that dress that I sold? I just sold a Forever. Okay, so this was in one of the 10 for 10 boxes. Forever 21. You might think Forever 21 is, and it was extra. It was fit like an extra small. It was size small, but it was super tiny. What sold it was, this was vintage Forever 21. It was ribbed cotton poly blend. And that ribbed 90s is what sells. And you can see there that the tag says made in USA. That is vintage 90s Forever 21. And somebody snatched that up very quickly. So, and it sold for $15, which isn't a lot, but I paid $15 for the entire box. Shipped pretty much. So it's 10 for 10, but then, it's actually like $17.99 for the whole box. So that basically paid for the entire box. That one Forever 21 thing that you might think was a dud. So, and then here, this jacket is just so awesome. I showed you this jacket, but it's just so nice. And then, let's see what else. I think that's all of my solds that I'm going to show you guys, but, so you get an idea, and I've had more sales than that on eBay, and I'm listing everything on Poshmark and Mercari. So that's just a sampling of some of the sales that I've had. I've had a lot of good, steady, like $19.99, $20 range kind of sales, but those are some of the better sales that I've had. So amazing, for what you're spending.
So Debbie just went and bought a 10 for 10. So her and Jess are excited to compare. And funny that you guys did this during the show, because I was already thinking, okay, tonight, when Nate's got a little time, I'm going to have her make a fresh graphic. So it'll be the Blue Box official Secret Beach thread. So if you want to do videos and pop them in there, because Deb said let's do a little, mini unboxing. If you want to share pictures of what you got, or you want to share solds, we'll keep that thread going, because I got stuff to share.
Yeah, Nate's got stuff to help share. You guys too.
Yep.
All
right. So
they must have restocked.
Let's say you got
10 for 10s, huh? Yeah, I'm just thinking.
They got some.
I was just looking.
They get the last ones.
No, in fact, that they have some left, because they must have stocked some more. Because see, sometimes they do that. You do have to check back, because sometimes they do that. Sometimes they'll kind of like silently restock some of them.
And so, but good job, ladies.
Okay. They must have stocked.
My follow-up's going to be a week from tomorrow. We're doing this one in the evening if you're on the East Coast, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock here on the West Coast. And like I said, so the first part, I'm going to do the unboxing. I got three of the blue boxes to start. So the first part is going to be the unboxing video of that. And then I'm going to show you highlights from the second set of boxes I got. And at first, I didn't think I got good stuff. And then Nay's like, no, duh, that's Depop. No, duh, that's Poshmark. And so that made me think of how I'm going to present it. So it should be a little fun thing I'm working on. So I'm going to show you what I got, what it's going to sell for. I've got sales to show you. So it's baby's first blue boxes. So you'll have an idea. Nay showed how it works and her great sales. But I'm going to show you the nitty and the gritty. Here's me pulling out things. Some are amazing, and I'll give you a little preview. I bought one of the band boxes for $170, $175. They sent me a shirt of a restaurant, a small plate restaurant. Wow. Someone thought was a band. So sometimes things don't work out, but other times they do. So it's going to be fun. Now, what I would recommend is everyone who watched that. What'd you say, Name?
You have to have a mind for all platforms when you're doing these. Don't just think eBay.
So here's what we're all going to do. Let's see how many of us can fight each other on Friday to get some boxes.
Oh my gosh, I'm I'm gonna sell everybody. Now they're gonna be sold out. Now I got some competition here. So yeah, Friday.
All of us.
Have your trigger finger ready. So Debbie, you know what? This is funny. Can you pull up Debbie's Forever 21 comment? Because I just want to make a comment.
Yep.
So Debbie, Forever 21 started in California in the 90s. In California. Their first stores were only in California. They did I forget what the name was. It was a different name, and then it changed in the late 90s to Forever 21. California. So
all right. So great presentation, I think one of your best.
Really?
Yeah.
You say that to everyone that I do.
I know, but they all get better. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to sharing mine because you're all going to experience that. And Jess and Debbie will be the first to experience it because they just bought some. So you'll see you're that first pass through your box. You might think, it's okay, but it's that second pass when you start to really pay attention. You're like, oh, that's worth $30. I had no clue. So that's what we're going to talk about because, as I said, I thought my plush box stunk, but it didn't.
No, it didn't. Oh.
That's great. All right. So next Wednesday, set your alarms right now, and we'll pop up that blue box official Secret Beach post to share anything. Your scores, your duds, if you want to make your own hauls, let's watch them. It'll be great.
If you have questions for me, I will be around to answer them. So.
And yes, it was great. Good job. Thank you, Nay. And thanks everyone for tuning in live. Those of you who turned in after the fact, hopefully you'll watch before Friday, or only a few of us will be getting boxes on Friday. Who will that be?
That's true. Yeah. So.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you around the Secret Beach. Bye-bye. Thanks, Nay.
You're welcome.
Bye.